Zel Boy Army, what is going on? It is your boy Zelonius, my beautiful, spicy friend here, Mr. Ainsley Harriott. We're in self-isolation, but I'm here to help you. We're looking after you boys with some more educational, spicy content. Today's one's a banger. You want to stick around to the end because on top of the video that I'm doing today, I'm also going to have my Elite 1 rewards at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for them, see if we get anything spicy in them. But today's video, the best camera and controller settings for FIFA 20. Obviously these are opinionated, but I've tried and tested lots of different ones. I'm going to give you the advice that I think pretty much 90% of pros would go by. Most top players in the game would be using these. It can help you out, and at the very least, if you don't use these, maybe give them a try, see what you think. Again, I appreciate everyone who's been supporting the video and the videos and the channel lately. We're nearly at 9,000 subs. If you're new to the channel watching this video, please consider subscribing. Really appreciate the support. Every single weekday an educational video helping you guys improve at FIFA. For anyone who only knows me from my YouTube, make sure you check out my Twitter. It's @Zelonius, Instagram @ZeloniusFIFA, and my Twitch, Zelonius92. Twitch is a great way to watch me live, get to ask me questions, learn more about the game, get to see my gameplay live, and you get to interact with me and get a bit more access to me. Boys, appreciate you watching. Enjoy the video. Boys, here we are, the controller and camera settings. I think the camera setting is probably more important than a lot of people think. There's a lot of things you have to consider about it. From how zoomed in you are to how zoomed out you are, it can affect the dribbling, the defending, your vision of the pitch. So many people I play against, you can almost tell that they don't really have a proper grip on the space of the pitch, and they don't use a lot of it. I play a lot of people who don't even switch the ball properly, don't use the radar. The radar's a bit separate to the camera settings, but the radar, little free tip for you, make sure you use it. It'll improve you infinitely at the game. But we'll show you some of the camera settings. Where are we? Okay, plenty of options. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 9 there. I use telebroadcast. Telebroadcast for me is the most balanced. It's zoomed out enough that I can see plenty of options. I've always got the radar if I want a crazy option to be able to see. I can pretty much see from a fullback to a fullback to know if a switch is on. It's very good for through balls, and it's also, I think, really nice for dribbling. Very easy to spot the angles on it. So for me, the telebroadcast is really good. It's the most balanced. I've tried quite a few of the others out. There's some like end-to-end, like who on earth's going to use that? The pro one, maybe if you want an authentic experience, but nah, screw that, I'm not using that. Broadcast is just a bit too zoomed in. It's a bit more like you're watching a game, but obviously it's not going to help you. It's just not going to help you improve the game by playing like that. Classic, some people use, but again, I think it's just the angle and the zoom's just not acceptable really for high level gameplay. And obviously if you're watching this video, it's because you want to get the best settings that are going to help you get the most wins. Co-op and telebroadcast tend to be the two main ones that people switch between. The pros of co-op is it's really zoomed out, and it's probably the best camera setting in the game when it comes to keeping the ball. It's very easy to see the whole pitch. It's very zoomed out naturally, so it's very useful for keeping the ball and seeing all the space on the pitch. The issue for me with it when I tried it is that it's just so zoomed out that I actually struggled defending a bit on it and dribbling, because it's not zoomed in enough to really see where the ball is properly for tackling, which I just found for me was a bit of a letdown. It will help you a bit in possession, but I think the negatives of dribbling and defending against dribbling on it are just not good enough. So for me, co-op isn't the one. For me, telebroadcast, try it out in game, really useful. I really like it, as I say. And if you want to play multiplayer, the co-op camera might be a good one. I mean, it's literally called co-op, probably for that reason. But yeah, I really like telebroadcast. The settings I have, I just leave it on default. I've tried and messed around with it a bit before, but for me the 10-10 default works really well. I really like using that. For anyone who plays pro clubs or be a pro on career mode, I would still use telebroadcast. I think it's easier to play than the pro setting, and it just gets you into bad habits if you're using a different camera. An example of how crazy a camera setting can make a difference is that I was playing against a friend at his house a few weeks ago. He went 1-0 up against me from kickoff. I can't remember what camera setting he was using, but we were using his camera setting. At 20 minutes, I was 1-0 down to him. I said, can I change the camera I'm used to using at home? Went to telly broadcast. I scored 2 goals in 5 minutes and I won the game like 13-1. Obviously, part of that's me being used to the certain camera setting, but I just think on that certain camera setting, it just allows you to play at a higher level, and it's very useful in terms of that. Okay, that's the camera setting. We're going to look at the controls. I'll explain what each of these do, and that might give you a good idea of whether you should use them or not. Okay, the FIFA trainer, that is literally like when you have it on, it'll tell you what buttons to press, which way to move. We don't want to be using that. I'm assuming anyone watching this doesn't really use it. Time finishing, off or on. I like to have it on, so in games, if I'm winning by quite a few, I can maybe experiment, mess around with time finishing. But time finishing this year, my general recommendation is don't use it, because I just don't think it makes that big a difference. It's actually quite hard to green everything. Last year, I could pretty much green everything anywhere. I didn't really have any issue with it. Whereas this year, it's hard, because they lowered the frames that you've got, like the basically the amount of time you've got to be able to do it. But on top of that, if you green it, I'm not really noticing much of a difference at all, to be honest. Maybe for like a 25-30 yard long shot, but at the end of the day, why are you even going for them? Because they're just not very good on this game. So generally, I'd recommend that off, because I've had it before and I've seen other people doing it to me where they get a bounce out of nowhere and get a quick rebound and they read it and miss an open net because they've just got time finishing on. Second defender switch icon. It actually surprised me how many people I've done coaching sessions with who don't have this on. You need it on. Having this on, it's like a greyed out indicator. What a lot of people don't realise with this is that it's whoever this indicates with is also the man that when you press R1 or RB to do the second man press, he will be the player who second man presses. But it's also very useful for whoever this indicates with, when you press LB or L1 to switch, it will switch you to the player closest to the ball, the guy with this indicator above his head. So it's very useful, and for me it's vital that it's on. Pass block assistance. So it says it'll enable your AI to intercept a pass automatically when the ball's close by. There's an occasional issue that they might lunge and make a mistake, but for me, it's too OP not to use. The amount of interceptions that the AI and your user players can make using this is just so good, so I think it needs to be on. Auto switching. You do not want it set to auto, because if you do that, you're just never going to improve at the game, and you're not really going to have much control over your defense. Switching is one of the biggest skill gaps on FIFA. If anyone hasn't seen it, in my ultimate defending tutorial video I did, I talked a lot about switching, how you can improve at that, so check that out. Manual says we will never auto switch for you, you are on your own. You don't want to use this. I would like to use it, but the problem for me is that when people cross it into the box on corners and weird bounces happen, which happen a lot on FIFA sadly, if you have manual on, it's so hard to switch and get to the right player to head it. So air balls and loose balls just works a lot better in my opinion. Auto switching move assistance, I leave on none. I would never have high because it really overrides your user settings and it'd be hard to improve that. I think for the average player, low might be the best setting because it will help you not just get a player and move him really badly out of position. But once you get to quite a high level, I'd recommend none. Jockey, I tried assisted and manual. The problem I found with manual was it just felt like at times I was ice skating with my defenders and people could glide past me. Assisted, I don't like using assisted settings. I wish FIFA was more manual so it had a bigger skill gap. But whilst assisted's there and other people are using it, I'm going to use what gives me the best chance to win. And assisted jockeying does that. For me, I've always been used to using player relative right stick switching. I think they only added ball relative this FIFA, so I just stuck with player relative. I've always found I've been better with that. I tried ball relative, but it just didn't feel natural for me after years of using right stick switching. For anyone who doesn't right stick switch, it might make you worse at the game at first, but I would 100% recommend that you try and get good at it, because long term being able to right stick switch will really improve your game. Pass assistance, through ball assistance, shot assistance, assisted. For me, the benefits of having them on assisted just far outweigh the semi ones. Like I've seen it before where I've played a pass where I've aimed one way and it's literally gone the opposite way but given me a goal, because like the assisted's just crazy. Honestly, play a game with manual and see how it goes on pass and shooting. You'll definitely go back to assisted. The game for me would be better and have a big skill gap if things were manual, but for now, assisted is definitely what works best. Okay, crossing, I use assisted on that. Manual, it's just too inconsistent. Assisted, you don't have enough control over it. So semi I find is better because you put if you put little power it will go near post, you put more power it will go back post generally. It's quite useful for that. Lob pass assistant, some people use semi. Oh, there's not semi. Maybe it's through ball assistant that some people use. No, okay, I swear there was one that had semi on. Maybe they've changed it. Might even be lob pass assistants people use manual on. But personally, I've always found assisted just easier. I think it can make it a bit easier to do some crazy chip through balls if you have it on manual, but for me, assisted just easier. Save assistance doesn't matter. That's only if you're playing pro clubs as a keeper. The analog sprint, I thought I had it off, to be honest. Don't know why it's on. Have it off works better. Good thing I've noticed that now. Don't know how long I've had it on for. Basically, I want the player to run as fast as he can and sprint at full pace at all times. It's so hard to move the left stick a little bit compared to a lot to sprint a bit less, so I don't think it's worth it. Make sure your defending's on tactical defending. Legacy defending you can use offline against the computer, but online tactical defending is the only option allowed, so you want to get good at that because that's what you'll be using online. Pass receiver lock, some people use early, but for me I would much prefer it on late, because sometimes somebody might drag a defender out or a player might make a great run that at the last second I can spot a pass that I might not have if I'd have had it on early. So for me, late is definitely better in my opinion. Yeah, I really like having it on late. I think anyone who has it on early is hindering themselves. So boys, any questions about those camera and control settings, please let me know. For me, those are the best settings. I've tried and tested lots of them. You might get some people who give different opinions, but yeah, let me know if you guys have tried these or if you've had any different ones, anything you particularly think. Thank you for watching. Enjoy my rewards. Boys, here we are, the rewards. We'll start off with Division Rivals. We've been on the grind this week, so we are getting rank 1 in Division 1. For that, we get 2 Ultimate Packs untradeable, 2 Mega Packs untradeable. So, surely something good from that. Foot Champs. Annoyingly, I got Elite 1. I matched probably some of the hardest matchmaking I've seen on Weekend League before for me. I matched 4 pros. I think 3 of them were like event level players. 1 was Cool, who actually beat, but he's made world championships before. Matched 2 or 3 other Elite 1 players. So I think to get 28 wins, I did really well. But EA's skill rating system's broke, so I didn't get top 100 and missed out on skill rating, even though there's people who didn't match an elite player who got 28 wins and got top 100. So there you go. Decent team of the week this week. I won't mind Mane or Saint Maxim as decent impact subs, but I'm expecting disappointment. So here we go. Let's see what we get. Oh, there we go. Saint Maxim. Okay, that's already made my rewards better than I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect to get anything remotely decent from red picks. Saint Maxim is probably my 2nd or 3rd best red pick I've had all FIFA, to be honest. And my 2 other best red picks were 88 Werner and 93 Mbappe from this weekend's red picks. And Capzino, who's in the Twitch stream, said he'll give some subs if we got Saint Maxim, so there we go, even better. To be honest, those red picks, I'm already pretty happy with that. That Saint Maxim looks sick card. Definitely try him out. What's it? Is he 4-star, 5-star? Yeah. With Deadeye on him, looks brilliant. Looks great on the ball. He's already rapid. Got decent strength as well, to be fair. But I'm looking forward to trying that card out. Okay, we can't really do bad now. Leno, decent red. Ross Barkley, if you got a few upgrades, would be pretty decent. He's a pretty balanced card, but just a bit too slow to be honest. He has the weak foot. Leno, an 86 red. It's alright, I guess. Can go towards an SBC. Mane, go on. Yeah. whatever. These are pretty awful, but I honestly did not expect to even get a usable red from this. So I don't know. I'll give this like an 8 out of 10 compared to a lot of the reds I've had this year. It's genuinely decent rewards, which is a bit embarrassing, but that's good for this game at this point. So I'm pretty happy with that. Saint Maxim. He's a fun card that I was hoping to get. If we have an actual look at the team of the week, what is it? Mane is probably the one you want. I wouldn't mind Wan-Bissaka. Like, I think he would have been usable. I love Havertz, but they got rid of his weak foot. His acceleration's a bit awful. I don't know why they got rid of his weak foot. It'd just be a sick card if he still had the weak foot. That Saint Maxim, that was probably the second most usable card in this team. Yeah, I'm not expecting a lot from our team of the week pack, so. But we've got a lot of packs to open here, so. Okay, we'll start with the mega packs. Remember, these are untradeable, but a decent start. I wonder how many walkouts we'll get. My prediction's probably going to be none, to be honest. Fantastic start. Dean Smith, fraud of a manager. Quite a few squad fitness. They're like 5 squad fitness. That's decent. That's like 5,000 coins in itself. But you probably end up spending that just to get this rank anyway. I think this is at least a board. It's a board, but it's not a walkout. Oh, team of the week decent. He's only an 81, but in a cheap SBC, that's a team of the week card we've got that we can use. 85 Witsel, that's not bad actually. Considering that's just our 2 mega packs, team of the week and Witsel's decent in that. Plus some squad fitness. Oh, Semedo. I think I already have. Yeah. Is this a tradable? No. It's not tradable, unfortunate. Okay. We will do the... To be honest, these premium team of the week packs are generally bad, so we'll open them before the ultimate packs. I don't think I've had anything in my team of the week pack, so yeah, I'm not even expecting a walkout. It's an 84 at least. Wan-Bissaka? Decent. I'm not sure how much he's worth though. He might not be worth a lot. Dan Saran. Scott. What's he even doing there? Is he doing a golf swing? Decent pull. That is a lot better than what I've literally opened 11 team of the week packs, as in when I've had 11 team of the weeks, and I've had a worse pull. I've had worse pulls than that. So I've done pretty decent there, to be honest. At least 60 odd K. I'm not going to use him, but pretty good. That is a lot better. That's probably like my 3rd or 4th best team of the week card all FIFA, so says everything. Yeah, this guy's useless. Keep him. Oh, we'll just discard him, to be honest. Pretty useless those, but it's a decent pack, to be fair. If I ever make 60k off team of the week, it's a win. Reward's been good so far. Walkout again. Leno. It's an 86 team of the week. Be worth a bit. I'm doing the Boateng SBC today, so he'll go into that. Be worth a little bit. Again, better than I expect. Could get an 84. Literally got the other 2 forms the exact same. Another 30k card, not bad. Saves me spending that on the SBC. What are the odds of the other 2 being the exact same? Leno and Wan-Bissaka from 2 free team of the week packs. It's a win for me, in my opinion. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, the Jumbo Rare Players packs. Can we get another walkout? I'd be very disappointed if we don't get at least one decent pull from 2 Jumbos and 2 Ultimate. Barkley team of the week from the Jumbo. Not the worst. It's worth at least 10k. Mahrez should be worth a bit, but I don't think he is. He's not worth all. Mahrez is worth nothing. Champions League cards are worth a bit right now, aren't they? Sure they're not worth it. £4 grand. Decent. Every little coin helps, so. Is he worth all? Just put it up for marketing. Okay. Not the worst pack. Don't think that's a... It is a walkout, okay. Nah, he won't be worth a lot, it's just SBC fodder. Oh, an 87 and an 85. And better than what I'm used to packing. Okay, discard. I've still got 2 open packs to come up. Hope for something decent from them. It's a shame that these what I consider good rewards, but these are better than rewards that I'm used to getting generally. It's going to be an 84 Champions League walkout, isn't it? De Vrij 84. 84 Champions League cards should not be walkouts. It's a scam. It's a colourful pack. It's untradeable, isn't it? Okay. 1 more to go. Don't think these rewards have been fantastic or anything, they've just been okay, but hopefully we get some in here. No walkout. Another team of the week. Have we packed him 3 or 4 times? It's not a bad one actually. I use an Anna in quite a lot of my SBCs. It's pretty useful for that. Okay boys, we did alright there to be honest. That's probably an 8 out of 10 rewards compared to what I'm used to on here, so appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe if you're new around here. See you again tomorrow boys, have a good evening.